So I filmed this yesterday, and it was way too long, and I was just rambling and ranting, and so I'm going to make this shorter, and I'm going to make it faster. And I have not seen The Social Network, so not yet. Probably might tonight. Probably not, but you never know. So, I'm here to review Let Me In, which is a remake of the Swedish film Let the Right One In, which is a phenomenal film. Can you see where this review is going already? Not yet? Okay. Let the Right One In, Let Me In, is about a young boy who's bullied at school. And, he meets a vampire girl that moves next door. And he falls in love with her. Or it's kind of an it. And they fall in love. And crazy shit starts happening. And that's your story. It's what Twilight should have been. But is not. Let the Right One In is so much better. Let Me In is okay. It's from the director of Cloverfield. It stars Chloe Moretz, Cody Smith-McPhee, and, well, a couple other peoples, but the one, Richard Jenkins, who was the best actor in the entire movie, and he barely had 3 scenes. Richard Jenkins was the best part. I love Chloe Grace Moretz. I think she's a great actress. I think she's going to be really good as she, in her career. But she was wrong for the choice of the character. The dialogue is almost exactly the same. The scenes are almost exactly the same. But somehow we screwed it up. It's like Rec and Quarantine. Rec is phenomenal and one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and Quarantine is one of the worst films of 2008. It's almost a scene-for-scene film. Dialogue is almost exactly the same. But it's bad. That's how I felt about Let Me In. I do not like the young boy, Cody Smith-McPhee. I've seen him in The Road. I did not like him there either. I just don't care for him as an actor. Maybe he'll get better, but so far I just don't like him. He annoys me. He's a little too whiny, and he attacked the role too aggressively. But it just didn't work. It looked cool, but they did some stupid, unnecessary CGI. They made some changes to the vampire character when they should have just made it simple and like how the original was. They also, they just, unnecessary CGI, which is horrible CGI, by the way. Unnecessary character changes. It was, trying to differ itself from the original, which it did a fair amount of, but not as much as you would hope. And I never felt any emotion for the 2 main characters. In the original film, which I highly recommend you check out, the 2 main leads, they don't seem like they're acting. It seems like a real story. They're that good. The emotions are so good, and there's very little dialogue in the original film. There is dialogue between some of the other side characters, but the 2 main characters, they have dialogue, but it's not much. It's mostly emotional, facial gestures, the way they compose themselves, and they are so good in that original film. Like, you just believe the story completely. You feel that they are, even though they're 12 years old, you feel like they're meant to be together, like they're soulmates almost. They're really good together. In this movie, I didn't feel any emotion for any of the characters. They didn't emote enough emotion for me. And I hate being the person that says, watch the original. I hate that person. I hate being the movie snob that says the original's better or the book's better. But in this case, I have to, even though I absolutely hate it. The original Let the Right One In is so much better than this new American remake. But I will give the American remake a 2.5 out of 5. It's decent as far as remakes go. Actually, no, it's not. But it's decent as far as vampire movies go. But like I said, there's some unnecessary CGI and some CGI that looks like it's out of Legion. Just really bad CGI and really clumsy. So I'm going to try and hope this is shorter than the original. I'm sorry if I rambled a bit. But Let Me In is not worth it. It's a 2.5 out of 5. If you really, really, really want to see it, go see it. I am sad that I had to give it that low of a score because I had such high expectations for this film. And it actually looked really good. The trailer for it looked incredible. But unfortunately, it fell short. A lot short. And I would like to keep this short and say 2.5 out of 5 stars. Watch Let the Right One In. It's on instant streaming right now on Netflix. It's totally worth it. So, there's my review for Let Me In.